Today we're going to have a go at my great Granny Wiggs' coconut cakes. I haven't made these for a long time, but my mum used to make these when we were small and they were delicious. So we're going to have a little go and see how we get on. Ingredients: evaporated milk, I'm not sure how much we need yet. We need 8 ounces of self-raising flour, 4 ounces of desiccated coconut, I find that hard to say, 4 ounces of butter, we've got Welsh butter there, 3 free-range eggs, 4 ounces of caster sugar, and this, did I say flour? 8 ounces of flour. And this will just be used to get our dropping consistency, so I'm not sure how much we're going to need of that. I'm going to add it to get it right. And then I've got some fairy cake cases for them to go in, because that's what we used to have when we were kids. And we're going to go and see how they turn out. So I've got 4 ounces of softened butter. Now this is salted butter, and I've just softened this up in the microwave, so it is quite liquidy. And then I'm following a recipe because my mum's wrote down what she thinks went into these. So I'm going to sort of refer to this. So we've got 4 ounces of caster sugar. God, I should have put my glasses on.
Do you know where your gaps are?
No, don't worry. I'll just muddle. Yeah, that's about right. 4 ounces of caster sugar. And then, just pop them over there for a minute. I'm going to cream the butter and sugar together. Now I've got very fond memories of these cakes because I remember when we were kids we'd be playing out as you did then. You never came in, you know, you were just playing out in the lane, up and down on your bikes or whatever.
Oh, jumpers for goalposts.
Yeah, and then you come in and there'd always be these about, and they always had a fantastic, almost sickly sweet, coconutty, creamy taste. So I thought, do you know what, it's a memory from my past. I'm going to try and make them. Obviously not great if you don't like coconut, because that's what they're all about. So there's our butter and cream. Then we've got 3 free-range eggs. So I'm just going to pop them in there like this. Should really beat them before. I've weighed out my flour already, which is 8 ounces of self-raising flour in case this splits a bit, and then I can start adding it in. In fact, I remember making these when we were kids. That's another good recipe for children. Yeah, I got them a good. I'll stop that rattly noise. You could do this in the mixer or with, what do you call it?
Whisk. Zuzza, you call it?
No, not a zuzza, the whisk.
Yeah.
Kenwood mix blades or whatever they're called. I don't know. So we're going to mix in our flour. So it's 8 ounces of flour. Get that in. And then I'm going to put in 4 ounces of coconut. So I'm just going to mix this in and I'll come back to you in a second. So I've mixed that in and you can see it's quite a stiff mixture. I've already weighed this out, so this is 4 ounces of coconut. So this is now going to make this quite stiff, so that's obviously why we need this very naughty evaporated milk. Do you remember when we were kids we had this with everything? Tinned fruit, well basically it was any kind of tinned fruit, or apple pie. You know, you wouldn't want to be having this on a regular basis, but I think it was kept in the cupboard because it lasted for years and it was a good go-to for lots of things. So you can tell, you can see all the coconut in there now, and it's the ideal mix would be 3 off the spoon, 3 easy drops. So I'm going to put some in. Take my time with this because I don't want to overdo it. my mum said on here a small tin, but I think that might be too, because obviously this is a big tin. So we'll just see how we get on. We did buy some tin fruit the other day, and we might have this with some tinned fruit.
Yes.
But one of those days today, so...
In a light syrup fruit cocktail.
Yeah, what was that about? We always fought over this weird Greek-looking thing. 1, 2, 3. So that still needs more in. And this tin is a 410 gram tin, it's saying.
Is it grams or millilitres?
No, it says grams on there.
As long as it wasn't priced in D.
Yeah. We're all into nostalgia at the moment because we did our school minced beef pie the other day, and now we're doing coconut cakes. Right, so let's try this. 1, 2.
There you go.
Yeah, I think we're about right now. There's no vanilla essence that goes into this, I believe.
Do you think it needs any?
No. Oh my god, that's so good. So bad, but so good.
If loving you's wrong, I don't want to be right.
Yeah, it's just a taste. I remember we always used to get the spoon, or there's 3 of us in the family, so we fight over the spoon, so, or the bowl or whatever. Simpler times. So I'm going to go with the heat spoon. You can put this on a flat sheet. It's just that I've got this to hand, so remember it's going to rise, hopefully. So it's quite a big heat spoon. And they sort of look a bit like rock cake. Is it rock cakes, I suppose they look like? They certainly don't look like, I don't remember them looking like fairy cakes, but maybe that's the wrong memory. I've not had these for a long time. And this is what this little sort of experiment about, is doing this sort of, you know, all these memories of recipes from our family. And as you sort of think about it, and talk to family members, you start to remember more and more of sort of little, and you know, memories of, you will have the same in your family, you know, you'll go through and someone will say, oh, I remember this and I remember that. I'm not going to do any steamed basin puddings because they were always about, and they just take a huge amount of time.
Oh, we don't need to now with the old ping pudding.
Yeah, you don't need to now, but okay. So I would say they look about, very technical this. There we go.
Oh,
I had to blob that on there, didn't I? Okay, so we've got 12 there, and then we've got that much mixture left. So I'm going to put them on. Do you know, I'm so messy. I'm going to put the cases onto a flat sheet and cook the rest of them, and then I'll let you know how long they take. I've actually had the oven since the beginning on 180 fan oven. So that should be nice and ready, and we'll put them in and we'll see what happens. Put these cases onto a flat tray, so it's made 5 more, so that's 17 in total. So I'm going to pop these in with the others. Now while we're waiting for the coconut cakes to come out, we've just opened, Davin, for some reason, because we're in lockdown, brought some fruit cocktail in light syrup. Now that used to do a family of 5 for our dessert with some evaporated milk. How did we do it? I don't know. We're just pigs now, aren't we? And we always wanted these, the little grape things, and there's 2 very luminous cherries in there. And that did us all, when I think about it, for a pudding, and we thought it was magic. So anyway, I'm going to tip some, we're not going to have all this today, some pineapple. We're living the dream. If our ancestors were to look at us now and see, look what they're having. But yeah, so it just shows you the difference from today to then. Was we had that 1 tin between 5. So
I've got a jar of Morello cherries in the cupboard. You want to add some more cherries to it?
I don't want to add more cherries to it. But that's going to go into a glass. I'm going to have a little bit of evaporated milk on, and just think on how Lucky we are.
Ooh la la.
Okay, so this is the coconut cakes after 20 minutes. Just as I remember them, they have sort of a weird textured top. That's obviously probably because of the coconut. And I remember taking these to bake fairs, and I always thought they sounded exotic when I was about 8 or 9. And everyone else had fairy cakes, but I had coconut cakes. And people used to go, ooh.
Oh yes, it's like we just come back from the South Seas.
Yeah. But these obviously are a taste of my past, and I know they're freezable, so I've got a few others just finishing off in the oven. So I'll put some in a tin, and then I'll take some over to my brother and sister and let them be transported back into time when they taste them too. So thanks ever so much for watching. I've just broken one open. They're still warm. Here, Dav. Have a taste of that. Let me know what you think. It might be too sweet for you, I don't know.
Oh yeah, very good.
They are good, aren't they?
That's, I mean, for kids that want an alternative to a fairy cake if they're doing bake sales or.
And you really still, you know the coconuts in it.
Oh yeah.
That's a winner.
G was giving a thumbs up there, or you couldn't see it. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye bye.